Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Oversized Load. On the intro video I talked about how I smoke too much. Well, today we find solutions. Today I went down to my local e-cigarette shop and I bought this. Yes, it is an e-cigarette, a vaporizer. Actually, it's pretty cost effective when you start thinking about it. You figure up here in Canada, I know it's much cheaper in the States, but up here in Canada, for an average premium brand cigarette, you're looking at between $10 and $15 a pack. And I smoke a pack a day. So start doing the math there. It's like almost $300 a month after you're done paying your taxes just to smoke. It's ridiculous. So, introducing the e-cigarette. Now the nice thing with these things is what they do is, especially on this one, this is the eLeaf iStick 30 watt. That's what this is right here. Basically your battery pack, and you can plug it into the wall, charge it like a phone off of a micro USB, as well as it gives you a readout of how much battery you have, and you can control your voltage and wattage, which is basically your heat for the vaporization. You also get a selection of what you want for your juice to be vaporized. Now the base of this is mostly propylene glycol. It's a refrigerant, but propylene glycol is biodegradable, and I worked with it all the time in the oil field when it would come hot out of pipes and there was vapor. I never felt sick. I never got, like, my lungs never hurt. So you could even check a local MSDS if you really wanted to, if you're a tech guy. What this is a battery pack. This is where your juice is. This is where your atomizer is. And this is your mouthpiece. And it all unscrews. Okay? So, that's your juice pack. It's got little contacts under there for the battery pack. This comes off the top. You can get at your atomizer. Same at the bottom, you can get your atomizer from there. This comes off, that's where you fill up your juice. At the particular store I went to, they had about 60 flavors to choose from. This one, I believe that I filled it with is the US flavored. US cigarette, which is essentially the same as a Marlboro Red. Typically I like to smoke Players Lights, Export A Gold, Pall Mall Blues, Belmonts. Depending on my mood, I really like to shake things up. Every now and again I like a menthol. The one thing to remember with these is they do not taste the same as a cigarette. Cigarette, you get that burn flavor of smoke in your mouth. This doesn't give it to you. Basically, the flavors taste like you're hauling on an unlit cigarette. That's what this stuff tastes like. However, that doesn't mean it's unpleasant. It's actually a lot more pleasant than a cigarette because you don't end up tasting like you have an ashtray in your mouth. So it's kind of nice. With this particular model, you get 3 buttons. If you push the button 5 times, it turns it on. Do it slowly. And then if you hit it 3 times, you're able to change your voltage. Another 3 times again, you're able to change your wattage on it. What the voltage and the wattage does is basically gives you the amount of heat and the amount of vapor that you get on a hit. Now, one of these barrels takes, I believe it's about 1.5 packs of cigarettes right there. And the bottles that I got, they had a buy 2 get 1 free. So essentially I went out and bought 3 different ones. You can pick your range of nicotine too, which is awesome if you're trying to kick the habit, which I am. They have it, so if you smoke Export A greens, they have that for you. I believe that's a 34 milligram. I tried a few different ones. I found 18 milligrams was about right for me because I typically like a light medium cigarette. So I started with the 28 milligrams, and then you can step down to 10 to 5 to 2 to nothing. Once you get it all set up and your heat set, it's as simple as pushing the button and away you go. So all I can say is I think this is not only a more cost-effective way to quit smoking, but a cleaner way to treat yourself. And yeah, I'm a believer. So go to your local vape shop, check them out, and good luck on your way back to health. Cheers.